How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today I'm going to be showing off the physical Super Trunks on my physical type team. Of course, finally got him to Super Attack 10, and of course I was going to get the STR1 to Super Attack 10 instead, but I just had way more dupes, and I didn't want to go ahead and awaken the physical ones to feed into the STR1 just because it takes up a lot of Zenny as well as medals, so I went with the physical one instead. And I do believe that the STR1 does hit a bit harder, but it will be interesting to see how the physical one performs. But yeah, hope you guys are having a great day as always, and if you do enjoy today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new. And there's actually a few similarities between the STR1 and the physical one. I don't even know what that word was, but basically the physical one gets an attack increase every time he super attacks for 3 turns, as you can see right here in his super attack mechanic level area. He doesn't get as much of an increase from his passive, but he does get key. So he is self-sufficient. So there are certain areas where he can potentially keep up with the STR1, but overall the STR1 will hit harder. But this isn't about STR1. I'm going to go ahead and try out the physical one. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want me to go ahead and choose up my guys on the STR1, because if you guys want to see that, I will go ahead and do so. But yeah, I hope you guys had good luck on Cooler. I don't even know, that was just completely random, but maybe you decided to summon for Cooler with one of the videos that the guys put out. Maybe they were doing like a summoning video and you decided to summon along with them and you managed to pull Cooler. And if you did, congrats. And who's excited for Super 17? I'm not really that excited. It would be cool to potentially pull him just because I didn't on the Japanese version of the game, and it's just a team that I would like to try out because I really enjoyed using LR Black and Zamasu because of the build up, and I feel like one of the reasons why I enjoyed it is because it's Zamasu and Goku Black, some of my favorite characters in the entire series, so I feel like it made me a bit biased towards them, and I definitely enjoy them a bit more. But when it comes to Super 17 in particular, I'm just like, I'm not really gonna enjoy that much, especially because of the team, right? The team isn't that great, but I did get my Rose to 100%, so I really do want to try that out. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if you're going to be summoning for Super 17, and if you are, how many stones potentially, and I may have a summoning video for that with someone that I haven't collabed before, so keep that in mind. And just to quickly point something out, the Goku at the end here does give an attack boost, so of course Trunks is going to be benefiting from this. You can try out a few different scenarios just to see how the boost from units like Goku and of course Pan are going to affect him. Of course, units with potential system buffs are going to be benefiting way more. A perfect example of this is in my 100% STR Super Saiyan God Goku video, where he was legit getting a 200%, that would be insane, a 200,000 attack boost from a support unit, which is absolutely insane. Like, I believe his attack stat before the attack boost was around 700k or 600k, something like that, and then with the boost it added 200k, which would knock it up to like 980k or something, like, you know, something along those lines. If you want an accurate number of what it was actually like, go ahead and check out that video. But I am for sure certain that the amount that it increased by was 200,000, so definitely go ahead and check that out. But yeah, definitely keep that in mind. When I showcase these units, I don't really give them too many orbs, so if you do want to go ahead and invest orbs into them, you can, because they're going to be benefiting massively, especially when you combine them with support units. And I didn't really get a good reading of how much of an increase the Goku gave to the Trunks, of course, but Pan gives a 30% attack and defensive boost, so I'm going to try to keep in mind how high his attack stat gets. And oh dear, I kind of messed up here, didn't I? Despite him being self-sufficient, I messed up. Okay, let's put him in the last slot. So his attack stats currently at, quickly get off it, 72,000. So let's keep that in mind. And here's the thing, it's kind of hard to keep track because of course it goes back to his super attack mechanic, where he gets that attack increase every time you super attack. So there are just so many things that you have to keep in mind. And I'm going to try my very best. I think the best thing to do, to be perfectly honest, is to just keep. But then again, that wouldn't work out, because you have to keep in mind that he's getting a constant attack boost from his own passive as well as the super attack mechanic, and then when he has a support unit coming round, that's going to be buffing it even more. And because the Goku and the Pan give different boosts, it's kind of hard to keep an accurate measurement. I was going to go ahead and just simply keep Pan and the Trunks together, but I don't think that would work out too well, because he would be missing out on certain attack links like Super Saiyan. So I'm going to have to think about the best possible way to just keep an accurate measurement of how high his attack stat can get. And maybe the Goku. But the thing is, would I be able to get a Super Saiyan in that last slot every single time? I actually would. So I think that's what I'm going to try to aim for. Just try to get a Super Saiyan to come up every single turn in that third slot, and then just keep Pan next to him, because then we can get an accurate measurement of what he can actually do. And I legit thought we were already on the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken stage, but it turns out we were on the Super Saiyan Blue stage. Okay, so here we go. Goku Black at 100% in the potential system, and I don't even know why I am running this lead in particular. I just wanted the bigger boost, trying to get as close as possible to 240%. Granted, I could use the double Goku Black, but I preferred Broly because I kind of want the key, and I want to, you know, be able to consistently super attack, and there's that defense. Okay, let's go ahead and quickly use a healing item. So it begins. This is where he has no boost whatsoever, and I kind of want to put Vegito in the first slot just so he can get a few counters in, but I'm going to have to sacrifice that just for the super attack with Trunks. I mean, I didn't really have to sacrifice it, but Vegito probably would have taken him out if I left him in that first slot. So 240k, but the thing is, I don't know if his super attack mechanic reset, because there's just been so many situations where a support unit has been active, so I'm going to try to keep him next to Pan as soon as we move on to the Freezer stage, because of course it resets once we get to that point. But at this point in time, it's kind of hard to see how hard he can actually hit without certain things active, but we can tell that at the moment, the highest I've seen his attack stat, the highest I've seen his attack stat go is 300k, so definitely do keep that in mind. But now that we are here, it has reset, so let's go ahead and put Goku Black in that first slot, take out Freezer, and maybe Broly can put in some work as well. We have the purple orbs on the right side, so we're going to save those for Trunks, of course. Not like he really needs it because he is self-sufficient, but I say that, but then he didn't super attack during that one turn, so I suppose I should probably be a bit careful with the orbs that I do use. And I believe we are most likely going to stay on this stage for a bit longer, unless this Broly does have potential system buffs, and he gets an additional super attack. Never mind. Oh dear. That flat out attacking freeze really does not help him out, and he didn't even get a triple super attack. Okay, this is what we wanted. We have the Pan in the first slot, and then we have the Vegito Blue in that last slot. And, okay, we have Broly, we have... I mean, the thing about the physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku is that he doesn't have Fierce Battle. So, we may have to discount that, but then we do have Broly and Super Saiyan Kaioken. So, it could work out, depends on how we do this. Okay, but at the moment, with this particular rotation, with Pan active, with one super attack just under 300k, most of his attack links are active. So, let's keep that in mind here. Now Vegito Blue doing what he can. Where is your awakening? Or where is just that new card? What am I doing? I really have no idea. Okay, so now we have Broly in the last slot. And Kaioken Goku is going to take him out. And we actually have a Dokkan mode coming up, which is something that I try to do every single time with the unit that I am showcasing. And hopefully I don't mess up like I did with, who was it? Was it Broly? I think it was Broly. Yeah, I did mess it up with the 100% Broly, which was a bit of a shame. And we should have a Super Saiyan in the last slot. Here's the thing. It's not too bad, because at least Super Saiyan is active. Fierce Battle isn't active, but in a way, the boost that Trunks is getting from the Goku's passive is kind of making up for that, because the Goku gives a 25% attack boost, which is actually more than the Fierce Battle link, but I could have died there, which is basically more than the Fierce Battle link, so it's not exactly an accurate measurement of, you know, the Fierce Battle and Super Saiyan links being active, but it's still a decent boost. He is going to be, and to be fair, the Dokkan mode is spiking his attack anyway, so just completely disregard this turn. Completely disregard it. This is the Dokkan mode turn. You're seeing how hard he can hit with the Dokkan mode, and a tight disadvantage, of course. 782k, that's not too bad at all. And I feel like this Goku is kind of underrated, but one of the reasons why people aren't really using that much is just because there are simply better options at this point. But I am going to go with this. Gonna have to put a Super Saiyan in that last slot every single time now, just so he does come back with the Kaioken Goku, of course. And that was also an extremely dumb move, but if he does get super attack, he can survive because of how high his defensive stat is. Of course, he is a villain, so he's going to be taking less damage anyway. And he isn't dead. Of course he isn't. I actually expected him to die, to be perfectly honest. I wonder what would have happened if I put Vegito Blue there. Would I have died? Because type disadvantage, he's a hero. To be fair, they are both maxed in the potential system, so maybe it would have been around the same. Let's go ahead and use another healing item. But so far, I think he's been performing pretty damn well. Unless you don't have the greatest options, I wouldn't go as far as saying that you should use Kai's on him 100%, unless you give him potential system buffs. Of course, with that, he's going to be performing much better, and he's going to be benefiting way more from the pan. And of course, 57k. No, that's not too bad, to be fair. So 270k. And all of his attack ones are active, or his main ones at the very least. So, Super Attack 10, 170% stat boost from the Goku Black and Broly lead, 60% attack boost. I think that's actually pretty good. Like, when you consider that he actually isn't getting that much of an increase from the, what do you call it, from his own passive, I think that's pretty good. 60% really isn't that much, and if I'm not mistaken, his 12k multiplier isn't that great either. So to be honest, I think that's pretty impressive. It's definitely a lot higher than some of the other units with a similar passive, but that mostly just comes down to the fact that he can increase his own attack with the super attack mechanic. And the thing about that super attack mechanic is that he could potentially benefit a bit more with the additional attacks, because of course every time he gets a super attack, his attack stat is going to be getting higher and higher. Very similar to Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta in that sense, because the additionals are actually better for Vegeta because he can raise his own attack, of course. But I think that's actually pretty good. And I kind of, is that enough? I kind of want to get the super attack with, oh, I'm gonna have to sacrifice Pan Hypnoid. That's not gonna make any difference, that's the thing. I'll try, but I don't think that's a super attack. Yeah, one key off. Damn it, that's annoying. I really wanted to get her super attack to go off, because she does give an attack boost when she's super attacked. But let's see how high his attack stat can go here. So pretty much the same scenario. I believe he super attacks 2 or 3 times now, but let's see how high his attack stat can go. So 320k, I actually wonder if there's a limit to it, because I know that after 3 turns it's supposed to reset. But I'm curious to see if, like, what happens if you go beyond that, basically. Because I think if you go beyond that, it just goes back down slightly, but then it goes back up again. But I definitely want to see that firsthand. And now I get super attack. I'm actually glad I got a few Kai and Goku dupes, because at the very least, I can go ahead and, you know, get him to level 15 crit, which of course is what I did. But I'm actually curious to see if he ever comes to JP. And let's go over that. Oh, damn it. Just looking at that Broly and Goku Black just kind of annoys me, because I'm like, wow, I can't even use him on the cooler lead. I can go ahead and use that other team that I tried out, and it could potentially work. But there's just nothing really to try it out on. There's like no Dokkan event I can take on. I mean, I can take on, what's the event called? I can take on Cooler and just get the medals for him in the future, but I don't really do that. I don't prep for units that I could potentially get in the future. That's just not something that I do. I know a lot of people do that, but I'm just too lazy, to be perfectly honest. So it did go down by quite a bit, around 50k. So it seems like his max is around 320k. Is that a fair assessment? And of course I have to finish him off with a super attack. So if Vegito could get an additional super, that would be great. Wow, of course not. But yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I'm kind of conflicted, because I think he should have had like a Kaioken type passive or super attack mechanic instead of just the boost for 3 turns, because that definitely would have made him a bit better, and it would kind of suit the form. But at the same time, I think it would have been cool to add some sort of like speed mechanic, but of course there is no speed mechanic in the game. That's just going into blazing territory. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know your thoughts on the Trunks down below in the comment section. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one.